What up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today's video is going to be a brief discussion comparing three Gokus, Goku Blue, and Goku Blue. Because we are getting an EZA for the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku coming up in a couple of days on Global, and two new units are going to be getting upgrades. And the question is, which one is better? Because they are all pretty decent. So we'll start with the one that we know, as you can see on screen right here. The Goku Blue that should actually be called Blue Kaioken. This guy is a monster. He is one of the best offensive machines in terms of EZAs in the game. He greatly raises, he's really, really good. AGL type key plus 3, 120%. Greatly raises attack, causes immense damage to the enemy while sacrificing 5% health. By the way, this is just my opinion. I'm going to give you my list, but it's my opinion. So if you guys agree, disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. So this guy, he raises attack times 2, sacrifices 5% health, which honestly, on paper, looks annoying, right? Having to see that you have to sacrifice health. It's not like you're going to be running into an event taking 0 damage. You're going to take damage. 5% health, that's like getting hit with 2 normal attacks. Or even 1, depending on how potent your leader skill is. So, it's not a big deal. You're going to be healing it back. You're going to be, using items. You're going to be picking up matching orbs. You got Dokkan attacks. There's plenty of means to gain the health back. It's actually not that big a deal. They just have to do that for terms, for balancing. Because giving somebody as much offense as this guy has, without any sort of a cost, that's like a fatal flaw in game design. You just have to have a trade-off. There's just no way. Attack and defense plus 59, plus an additional attack and defense plus 59 for 10 turns from the start of the turn, plus an additional attack plus 59 and performs critical hit starting from the 9th turn from the start of battle. So for 2 turns, this guy's going to be having attack plus 59 on top of attack plus 59 on top of attack plus 59. And by then, your attack will already just be at stupid levels. So this guy is just all about killing, murdering the opposition in 1 or 2 hits. And I'm pretty sure after the 9th or 10th turn, you're taking him out in like 1 or 2 hits. Except for a couple events where things could be a little dicey. So that's the basic overlook on the Blue Goku. Now let's take a look at the Blue Goku. This guy is a nuking lead, tech type, attack plus 35%, per tech key sphere obtained, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy. Changes rainbow key spheres to tech, attack and defense plus 100, plus an additional attack and defense plus 59, and all allies' chance of performing critical hit plus 7% when there are only tech-type allies attacking in the same turn. Now, what I already like about this is that this is a very unique skill set. This is not something we've ever seen before, I don't think, except for maybe the, I think the legendary Goku, not the legendary Goku, the Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku. I think he had a super attack that also kind of boosted the allies' critical hit ratio. But for this one, it's very limited in the way that it works because you have to have all tech on the same turn, which does lower the value of this unit quite a bit because that means that you can only run this guy on a tech team. Otherwise, you are only running this guy for his attack and defense plus 100% and his ability to change orbs, which that's a waste of a Goku Blue. Because if you look at the Goku Blues that you can run, there are a ton others. Like you got the physical one, you've got the STR TUR for the LR. You've got the Transform, well, that doesn't matter. You've got the AGL one that we just mentioned, the one that we're going to talk about, and then the free-to-play jacket one. So there are a lot of other options. You may not want to run this guy. So if you're running him, you're probably doing it on a mono-tech team, which does lower the value quite a bit. But when you get it, this guy gets attack and defense plus 5/9. 5/9. And a critical hit plus 7. This is basically like a crit 5 on your hidden potential system, plus a little bit extra. So that's a very underrated stat line, which is really good. Now let's take a look at the AGL Goku Blue. Same exact build in terms of super attack and half of the passive. He is an all types lead, key plus 3, 80%. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy. Attack and defense plus 100 when performing a super attack. Attack and defense plus 59. And then all allies' chance of performing critical hits plus 7%. And attack plus 20 when there are only Realm of Gods category allies attacking in the same turn. This is actually huge. So this already makes this guy way better than the tech one because Realm of Gods, as you guys should know at this point, is one of the best categories, if not the best in the entire game. And just the sheer number of units that you could run with this guy and the damage that you could produce. Just imagine giving all of these guys, imagine giving this guy a crit plus 7. Imagine giving LRUI crit plus 7, who's already effective against all types. He pierces through guard and all that stuff. He's not effective against all types, but He disables guard. He just does incredible damage after you dodge a few times. the potential for devastation is off the charts with this team. Running a Realm of Gods team is a lot easier and a lot more accessible than running a mono type, because you can only run a mono type on one type of an event, let's face it, Super Battle Road. Running a Realm of Gods team works on everything. Boss Rush, Legendary Goku events, Super Battle Road, Dokkan events, yada yada yada. So this already boosts the value of this guy tremendously. So I can tell you right now, right off the bat, out of these two, the AGL one is better than the Tech one. Looking at the rest of this, crit plus 7, attack plus 20%. You also have an unconditional boost of attack and defense plus 59. So this guy already gains a certain amount when performing a super attack, but before that, he has a given passive of 59, whereas the Tech one didn't have that. The 59% is built into the condition of having only Tech on the team, so that also makes this guy better. So the leader skill, I mean, nobody really cares about the leader skill in this day and age. You're not running an all types key plus 3 80%, but it is still a very accessible leader skill when you're trying to do more mundane events like a one-off Dokkan event or perhaps quest mode or something like that. This is still very accessible. This guy is very specific. There is literally only one event that you would use this guy on, and I'm going to be running this guy an awful lot. Post EZA, I'm going to be trying the punching bag event like crazy, because I have had the best Tech team to do the punching bag event. The only thing that's been getting in my way is RNG. With this extra 2% boost per key sphere, that's going to make a tremendous difference for me. So this will actually be this will make for some fun runs. Hopefully I can record those attempts on video, and you guys can see what happens when you run with this guy. So out of these two, my final judgment is that the AGL one is better than the Tech one. Now the question is, how do these two compare to this guy? Well, they basically function the same in terms of links. The only difference is that these two have Super God Combat and Resurrection F, whereas this guy has Over in a Flash and Shocking Speed. Now, Over in a Flash gives you Ki plus 3, attack plus 7. Shocking Speed gives you Ki plus 2, defense plus 5. The reason why they're doing that here is because this guy's got enough going on the offensive end. He's a juggernaut. He gains momentum, he gets even stronger, and he is so devastatingly powerful that all you really need is Ki and defense, which is basically what this provides. And what's great about Over in a Flash and Shocking Speed is it allows this guy to be run with some of the best and brightest units out there, right? You got the LR 5-year fusions, you got the Tech Vegito Blue, Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Int Dokkan Fest Gogeta. All of these units can be run with 5 links. I'm not saying that you can't run them otherwise, but there's just so much more synergy because you've got Over in a Flash and Prepared for, well, they all have Prepared for Battle, but Over in a Flash, and that just adds more. It makes the team easier because you don't have to worry about Ki at all. If you get this Ki plus 3 on top of the Ki plus 3 times 2 that you have during a team build, you only need 3 Ki. You're done. This guy, Gogeta Blue. Over in a Flash. Fierce Battle, Warrior Gods, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. That's really good. As for the other guys, Resurrection F and Super God Combat. Attack plus 20%, Resurrection F, attack and defense plus 10%, and Ki plus 1. The only unfortunate thing about this team is that the Ki, there's no Ki in the passive. But at the same time, this unit isn't a very powerful unit in terms of output. So that's why they're giving a bit more focus on the attack by giving Super God Combat to this guy, as well as an attack plus 10 boost. So looking at what he can do on the API, his optimal link partners are the Vegetas, of course. And then you scroll down here. At 4 links, you can basically run the same units. So this isn't really much of a, this isn't saying much like one is superior over the other, but it does give an edge because here you share 4 links in common, whereas with the Goku Blue on the original Goku Blue, you can share with 5 links. You're still going to run both. You're still going to have a great time. It's just that you're missing one, Over in a Flash. So if you're trying to run this guy for, synergy, trying to get a super attack, it might be a little bit more difficult because you don't have that Over in a Flash. But it's really not, that big a deal. Because like I said, this guy's probably more of a facilitator. So you're not going to be running for this guy to use a super attack. You want your other guys to do that. And people like the Gogeta Blue have other ways to get their super attack off. It doesn't have to have a 12 key setup. So yeah, with all things considered, I would say that this guy is better in terms of offense. This guy is better in terms of a team aspect. And now the question is, this one boils down to preference. And I am literally thinking of this on the spot. Do I prefer a unit that's a solo act that can devastate units or enemies on its own? Or do I prefer the ability to have the entire team be more consistently powerful? I'm leaning towards this one, actually, because originally I was going to say this, but because of this is a very, very valuable asset that no other unit has in the game. So I'm going to say that actually this Goku Blue is the best. So my new ranking, number 1, the Paramount Saiyan Blue Goku. Number 2, Next Level Strike Blue Goku. And then number 3 is this guy. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Not that big a deal. This is just an opinion. But whatever the case is, I am very excited for this EZA because all 3 of these guys are going to get a lot of mileage on my teams, especially this guy, which is actually really funny. I'll probably be using this guy the most for those stupid punching bag events. So that is going to be it. Once again, number 1, number 2, number 3. That is all. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, do you agree or disagree with my list? Do you feel like I missed something? Was I wrong about anything? Probably. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future. And click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. And always remember to Dokkan responsibly.